what I'm talking about. Now, I want to point out to you, Doc has a mental disorder, several of them, in fact. It's why he's mine. And this was the hard play I was telling him he couldn't do earlier. So you see Jamie's tail's tucked. Doc! Now Doc's bouncing, Doc is playing, but Jamie's tail dropping down as far as it was is saying, I don't like that play, that's too hard. So now Jamie's tail's back up, we're good to go. Jamie's saying, yes, yes, I'll engage with you, even though he's still laying down. It's not his whole body I'm watching, it's just his tail. And in fact, although Doc's still making a lot of noise and Jamie's still saying, nope, not like that, Doc is getting gentler and gentler. He's trying to figure out, well, how do you want to play, Jamie? I'm not sure. And when he stops entirely, Jamie says, no, I didn't want to stop. I still want to play. Just not like that. So Jamie's tail dropped a little bit, but Doc backed off, so I didn't say anything. Doc is very still. I don't know if I want to play like this. There we've got a little wag. Jamie's tail dropped again, and Doc immediately backed off. But see, when Doc leaves entirely, Jamie says, I don't want to stop. Now, Doc, come away. Good job. Good boy, Jamie! Yay, that was so nice. Now, that last roar that Doc did, and Doc was a little stiffer, and Jamie went, Doc. That one, Doc is still playing. His tail's wagging, he's got a lot of bounce, but it's just too much. It's too much for most dogs. And Jamie's being really super sweet and gentle. Doc, that's enough. Good boy, I know. Jamie doesn't want to stop playing. Every time Doc stops, Doc, that's too much. Doc, that's too much. You can hear my voice deepening more seriously. But see, then Jamie says, but I still want to play, just not like that. This will take him a day to sort out. Oh my goodness, Doc. Doc makes lots of inappropriate, scary noises. Jamie, you are such a good boy. And I'm watching Jamie's tail. Doc, that's too much. So I'm going to grab my squirt bottle. I'm going to do to Doc what I did to Jamie earlier. Bloop, bloop. Which is just like that tiniest little squirt. That's what I did to Jamie when he was being too rough with Lily. And the fact that Jamie says, no, I want to go back and play with Doc. And Doc is going, but I don't know if I'm supposed to play with you or not. So, like I said, this will take a day or two for Doc to figure out. And for Jamie to feel confident enough to say, oh yeah, I can play a little harder and I can wrestle back with you and it's not such a big deal. And for Doc to learn, okay, but you don't want to wrestle very hard, so I should be careful. So you can see the whites in Doc's eyes and the back molars as he pants. Those are stress signals. His ears are pulled way back. That's a stress signal. There's the over the shoulder. Now Jamie's head was in a lot of motion there, so I didn't tell him he couldn't. And Doc did not look upset about it. Jamie! Here we go. So Jamie got to sniffing a whole lot, and Doc's eyes got whiter and whiter. And Doc finally said, oh my God, that's too much. And he did so in a relatively friendly way. And Jamie's tail is up. Good job, you boys. I know, Jamie. I'm going to put Doc away in a second. You really want to play, but gosh, he's not sure how to do it. Jesus. So, again, Jamie's tail dropped. Doc stopped and moved away. Doc, that's too much. And I don't want to totally stop it. I mean, I don't want to say, hey, you're bad dogs for playing. So I'm not squirting Doc like crazy. It's like these little squirts, more to distract him than anything. Don't do it, Jamie. Good choice. That was a good choice. You guys are being really good. My goodness, this has become a very long video that I will turn into clips. So Doc doesn't like it. You can see him licking his lips. Anytime a dog goes from heavy panting to not panting, or from not panting to heavy panting, something has changed in their mind there. So that's why I said, oh, and Doc doesn't like it. You can see Lily just stands very still. Don't think about it, dude. Now her tail is low, but that's in part because she's 17, or she will be on Friday. So Lily, I trust to walk away. Lily, her tail is always low because she doesn't want to play particularly. Actually, her tail was high earlier. She was willing to run around with Jamie, which was great. So I'm not worried if her tail's low. I will worry if she starts to look, and this is a difficult concept with her, but if she starts to look more stiff than she was. She looked pretty damn stiff to the average eye. This is where I have to know my dog and take into account. So he's doing it again. The fact that he's able to move her tail means she's not that stiff. She's like, yeah, okay, you can sniff and lick my bits. This is such an intact dog thing. Jamie, come on you. Yeah, good boy, come on away. So, he didn't listen. if he continues not to, oh, good boy. If he continues not to listen, I'm going to go thump him. So I gave a little pat just now to just try and distract him. Jamie, come away. He didn't listen. Hey, 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 hey. There's my most, come on, come away. Good, come on, come away. Yes, here. Oh, you're so nice. I'm so glad you came away. Duck, duck. And the real trick there was that I said, Jamie, come away when we were in here, and I gave him a little pat, like a pet, as a distraction. And he said, no, I don't care. So the next time I said, come away, and I gave him a little thump with my foot. Hey, 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 we're not playing with Lily. Thank you. Good boy. And he still didn't come away that second time. So the third time, I hissed and stomped and said, come away, in like a deeper tone of voice. And he turned around like, well, maybe I don't like that. But because he came away, I started praising him, and I gave him a treat. This is the big trick, is that you can correct, but you always have to reward after. And I'm not correcting with a lot of loudness or force or anger. There's no frustration, no anger. It just becomes a little more serious. Like, dude, I'm serious here. Good job, Jamie. All right. My God, that's a long video.